And tonight we'll be discussing how to get back on track after you're having lots of distractions. And trust me, I tend to have distractions, and sometimes it's difficult to get back on track. But with a little bit of help, we can certainly get there and get back in focus for sure. So if you're on the call, please say hi, and I will say hi back to you. If I don't say hi at the very beginning, I will certainly say hi during the call or at the end. So, so let's get this thing on the road, and let's see what transpires here. So my topic is definitely on distractions and how to get back on track even after uh, if you're not like a multitasker like me, because most guys, let's be honest, most guys are not multitaskers. There's a few out there, that have that gift, but for the most part, most guys are not really a multitasker. Most women are, and that's really an advantage for them. But the guys, yeah, it's we tend to be one track mind, and it's easy for us to get distracted, especially when it comes to like the sports and or there's something that's more fun that we want to do. We don't want to do the hard work. We don't want to do this whatever it takes to get to be part of something. Because it's easier to have fun with the guys or to be there, just enjoying the easier life. But the fact is, we as guys, we have a responsibility, right? And that responsibility is to take care of our families in all areas of life. That means financial supports. That means emotional support, spiritual support, all of those areas. So we have a very strong responsibility, for these. So I just want to give you 3 tips on how to handle distractions and what you can do to handle distractions, and then we'll take those distractions, and we will try to find ways to make it uh, a much better avenue for us. So what do we do? So the first thing we need to really discuss and learn is that if we feel that we are being distracted by something, then we need to identify that distraction and figure out what it is. So for me, for example, uh, when I know I have to do something for my work or for my business, I will and then I start getting distracted by sports, because that's my big distraction is when it comes to sports, and also um, maybe doing a little bit of Facebook or watching a movie, that kind of thing. But yeah, I know I really need to be focused on uh, the uh, the the task that's really going to make the money and really be uh, that's really going to provide for the future of my family. So then once you identify your distraction, I'm not saying you get rid of that distraction completely, because there are some things that we really enjoy, right? For guys, we really love sports for the most part. Not all, but for most guys, we love sports. And does that mean that you totally get rid of that distraction, that sport? No, of course not. But you set time aside for that. So for anything that we do, we need to ensure that we are able to schedule that particular event so that we are not going into the areas that are going to cause us to not be successful in our life. We have, as guys, we have a strong responsibility to be leaders, of our family. So, and part of that being leaders is setting the right example. Do we fail at times? Of course, we all do. We're human. It's just the way it is. But you can schedule these times, and you schedule moments where you can enjoy what you really want to enjoy. If you have the tendency to get distracted while you're doing your work, then perhaps you would schedule 10 minutes or something like that to get yourself out of that distraction and get yourself back into work. I've read in an article where once we get distracted, especially if it's not scheduled, it takes on average 23 minutes to get back on track. So that means 23 minutes of your work schedule, of what you're doing, what you're trying to accomplish, was taken away because of a distraction that you had, whether it be sports, whether it be watching TV, whether it be Facebook, or whatever it is. You have allowed yourself to not have that 23 minutes back to take care of that. So we have to be able to schedule. We have to identify these things. And then also when it comes to distractions, we have to be willing to, and really have to be willing to admit to ourselves that, it's okay to do those things. So there's another thing here, if I could find it here really quick. Let's see here. Yeah, so we have to be able to, this is another thing, if you have a bunch of things going on at one time, so it really goes back to scheduling things. But you really need to also, when it comes to also that kind of scheduling, it's really important to have a daily goal set. I find that when we are able to set our daily planner, we tend to be more on track of what we do. You have your weekly goals that you set, right? But then when we have the daily goals, then it makes it that much easier for us to accomplish. And I've been guilty of this also, where I don't set my daily goals, and then I find myself just sitting around, not really doing a whole lot like I should, So that's can certainly be a challenge for any of us when we are looking at how to get back on track. Think about this: how often do you spend watching the news on TV? These people are the greatest examples of how to get you off track, to get you distracted, to get you off of your course, to get you not going for your dreams, not accomplish your dreams. It's like the media is here, being like a little puppet, right? And they're saying, look over here. It's like we got all this going on. We got racism, or we have social injustice. We have this. We have that. This person is evil. This person is bad. That kind of thing. But yet, all along, you're here being controlled by the media, and they're taking you away from that, taking you away from the dreams and the goals that you have, and they are distracting you in order to gain your viewership. Instead, what you should be doing is separating yourself, right? So you have to be willing to separate yourself from the distractions, so that you can focus on what you really need to do as an individual. And these are prime examples of why people get distracted and they're not able to focus. Media, they're great at making you angry, making you upset, making you think irrationally, and making you think that the world is going to end tomorrow and that everything is horrible, and all this other crazy stuff, and they get you to think so negative about yourself that when you look at yourself, you have a negative view of what it is that that you are supposed supposed to be doing. They take your dreams. They steal your dreams away from you. And then, but if you're able to get away from all of that and really begin to focus on the things that are important, then you'll begin to see how you begin to have a positive attitude about life. You begin to see how you're able to accomplish more. You're able to get beyond that distraction called the news media, and then able to get into the things that you need to get into. So just remember, you have to be willing to separate yourself from the distractions that's causing that distraction, so that you can accomplish your goals. You have to be willing to schedule a time for your that have that certain times. So if news or sports, whatever it is a big one for you, then you can schedule that time to watch those things. Also, you have to be also willing to do the things necessary. If all you do is lay around and not doing anything, then obviously that's a distraction. So we have to get rid of that, and we have to be able to plan ahead. So these are some tips that I have about handling distractions. We are all human. We all go through it, and if this helped you, please like and share the video. And if you want to know more, have more tips, I have 4 or 5 other tips that I can share with you about handling distractions, and I will share that with you for sure. And then, so that's what we do. That's what we are. And I hope you got value out of this. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be a short one. Tomorrow's my daughter's birthday. She'll be 3 years old, and we're really excited. So tomorrow's be a birthday party for my daughter. Woohoo! So excited. So okay, take care. Like and share. Comment below, especially if you want to know what the other 4 to 5 other tips I have about handling distractions. Okay, take care. Bye bye. See you.